Hi guys, my name is Tribin Biodo Dutola DTN, the anchor of Catfish Solution Place and Academy. Today, once again, I'm bringing to you the part 2 of my lecture titled Catfish Sorting and Grading. On my episode 1, I'm trying to give you some analysis on how catfish sorting is very, very important to your fishes. These are what you use in improving your profit on your business. Catfish sorting is very important that if you don't take the practice into realistic, you may by the end of the day forfeit your farming business. So that is why I'm making this a title. So I try to run it on episode 1, episode 2, episode 3 so that I can fully give a briefing on the title Sorting and Grading of Your Catfish Business. Again, it's a profit. That is where your profit comes out in catfish farming. As you can watch in this video presently, you can see there are different categories of fishes lying down on the board there. In there, I have the jumbo, I have the juvenile, I have the post fingerlings, we have the fingerlings, and we have the pre-fingerlings. These are the 5 sets that I just pulled out, which you still be seeing on the video. So as you can see from the video, if the jumbo size and the fingerling size or the post fingerling size, if they are in the same ponds together, that should have told you that there's a danger. There is an error. I've visited many farms and I realized that you need to put sorting as very important as if you are feeding your fishes, which we all know that feeding himself takes over 75 to 80% of your day-to-day running expenses in your farm. So sorting as well takes over 50% of the day-to-day fish management in your farm. For example, if you are using an eating pond and because of lack of understanding, you collected a fingerling seeds, which is a seeds of 5 to 6 centimeter, and you put it into your pond. To me, I don't advise anybody to put such kind of a fish inside their pond because that is number 1 error that you may encounter in cartridge business. So again, what you are seeing on the board is what we call the sorting exercise. We do this every 2 weeks so that we make sure that all our fishes in the farm grows as required. If you don't sort your fish regularly, your fishes will never grow as required. We do our sorting here from the week 3 of hatchery. So after the week 3, we do it at week 5. After week 5, we do it at week 7. After week 7, we do it at week 9. So that means if you know we are selling our fish out at a juvenile or jumbo size. So we make sure that this practice is done so that by the end of the day, and we do our normal counting. So by the end of the day, by the time we are doing our counting, we know most of our fishes do not go out for mortality or cannibalism. So what I'm saying earlier is that once you don't have the in-depth understanding and you stock fingerlings. I've visited many farms, and by the time I went there for consultation, the first error that I noticed in that farm is this exercise, because many farmers intend to have a huge capacity. Maybe it's a pride, I don't know, because if it is not a pride, why will a farm said, I have a capacity of over 100,000 pieces of fish, which maybe sometimes some farms will have well over 50 pounds, 60 pounds. I've visited a lot of farms like that. So by the time I ask them the question, what is your capacity? I will say I have 100,000 capacity and we are trying to build up another 200,000 capacity. I don't think that is a pride, because to me, when you lack the understanding of a business is why you boast of a capacity that you cannot cope. 100 capacity of fish is not a small play, it's not a joke. So, most of them, when they have that 100 capacity of fish, they go for fingerling seeds. By the way, they are looking for a very cheap seed. So, by the time they go for fingerling seed, if I even tell them your fingerlings, you are selling your fingerlings for 15 naira, you are selling for 14 naira, they will be haggling, so that they will say they have somebody that is selling for them for 7 naira or 8 naira. So by the time they packed all those fishes and stocked in a pond, or like a netting pond, and I normally tell you guys there are different kinds of netting pond and types of netting pond. We have the stagnant system, we have the flow-through semi-stagnant system, we have the flow-through system, and we have the recirculating system of a netting pond too as well, unlike the surface pond. And again, the type, that means the categories of netting pond we have is that we have the one that has the sand-based. The semi-netting ponds most of them do concrete their own, and we have the sand-based, and we have the one that we call the mud netting pond. If you are operating on the mud netting pond and you are stocking a fingerling seeds, I will assure you that when you stock 10,000 fingerlings, 1,000 fingerlings, by the time you count in a month, you won't get not less than 400 fingerlings. So these have reduced the quantity of the fish you put into your pond, and as you well know what kind of danger this will bring. Some danger this will bring is that you will still be feeding on the capacity of 1,000, and relatively you will be having a fish of like 400 pieces. That means you have been overshooting your cost, your output from day one. So I don't know how you will make that profit when you are selling your seed. So all these are what you need an expert to take you through. I normally tell you guys that if you are running this kind of a business, you need a mentor by your side. If a mentor should ask you, depend on capacity, pay so amount for mentorship, please try to do it. If you don't do it, you will lose it by the end of the day. What you will lose by the end of the day will be over times 100 of what the mentorship want to guide you through. Or it's better you sit down to really understand the business very well before you you jump into it. Or two, if you know you want to put the business into practice, that means I want to do it myself practice. So it's better for you to start in a very low key to really understand the business. Look at these categories of fishes now on the board. So by the time you put these and the other small ones together, what do you expect at the end of just 3 days? I know in another 1 hour, this one, the bigger one, that means the super jumbo, we have to swallow that post fingerlings you are seeing on the board. So by the time you stock fingerlings into your pond and you don't take cognizance of these two as well, the fingerlings will cannibalize on the small ones, and by the end of the day, it will reduce your cost. So watch out for my part 3 of this video. My name is DTM. Make sure that you subscribe to my YouTube page, follow and like and share. Thanks so much. Wait for other information. The episode 3 of this video will come right after this. Make sure that you subscribe to my